Hey guys, Jordan here, and welcome back to another Airsoft video. And today you're watching me play at Skirmish Airsoft Mansfield, and we are playing on a field they call the Village. And this village field, the scenario is it's an attack and defend game. I'm on the defending team, and the plan is that we have to defend the village. And as the attackers have unlimited lives, unlimited respawns at the top end of the village, and we have two medics on our team, and those two medics can revive players as many times as they want, but once the two medics are dead, that's it. There's no more revives for the team. And as you see, I get hit quite quickly here, missing quite a few shots because I was actually just leading them a bit too much. My BBs were actually travelling a bit faster than that. So I get pulled into the corner here by one of our team's medics. You can see him wearing the high-vis jacket there, and he medics me in. It's a 10-second, just 10-second revive, and that's pretty much it. And what you'll see there is that bit there, I felt some shots hit me, heard some shots hit me, and I had to double check with my team, and they all said it was ricochet. I called it at first. It's always best practice too if you're not sure, but my team assured me that it was a ricochet, so I carried on playing and kept going. And you know, it was always a good idea to take your hits even if you think it may be a ricochet, because unless you're 100% certain, you could just be pissing off another player who's taken 5 minutes creeping around to try and snipe you once or whatever. So I always do try and keep my hit taking as good as possible, as everyone should do when they're playing Airsoft. And as you see, I ran across this shack after having been told that it's probably not a very good idea to run across this shack by my teammates at the other shack. But I did it anyway. I thought, you know what, there's too many players here, I want to go somewhere where I've got a bit more room. And what you can see here is I'm having quite a few hop issues. I'm over-hopping a fair amount, and that's purely down to the fact that I have actually changed BB weight. So I've changed from 0.25s to 0.2s. I always use 0.25s, always have done. The only issue I was having was that a couple of months ago I bought 12,000 Nuprol 0.25s, and I've shot about 9,000 of them, and they just give me consistent feeding and hop issues, as you'll see in the video that I posted last week. If you look in the top right hand corner, there's an annotation link to that right now. And yeah, they just caused me far too many issues. So I went to the site shop to buy some blaster BBs, because blaster BBs I've never had any issues with, but unfortunately he'd sold out of 0.25s, so the only option for me was 0.2s, which is why I'm over hopping. And I'm just speeding up this bit here where I'm adjusting the hop, because on my rifle it's a bit annoying to adjust the hop, because you need to use a tiny little 2.5mm Allen key and shove it down in just above where the barrel of the gun is actually, and you have to look down the barrel of the gun to adjust the hop, which is kind of annoying and not very practical whilst you're in the field. But once it's set, it does stay there pretty well normally, so you know, it is normally good. It's just not very good when you're changing BB weights in between games, and is the issue I'm having here with all my over hopping. So at the moment I'm just trying to stay down, keeping cover, and I thought there might be some players out in the church. I was getting peppered too much of those windows, so I thought I'd give it a try popping out this side bit, see if it would give me some more lines of fire onto the enemy. But it didn't really give me that many. It just ended up me kneeling in a puddle, getting a wet knee, and not really being able to shoot at any enemies. So instead I popped back into here, thought I'd try my luck again at the windows and see what I can do. So as you can see, you can't really see that kill there, but it's still over hopping slightly, so the hop still needed a bit of fiddling with there. But my Mobius camera, so for my scope cam, as you can see here, I've got like a nice little Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 overlay thing on it. But for my scope cam, let me know how you think the overlay looks, by the way. If it looks nice, if it looks good. So, because I always want to try and push myself and get a good visual quality and such with all of my gameplays. But anyway, yeah, my Mobius camera, which is what I use for my scope cam, you can see it cable tied onto the front of my gun. I don't really have like a really nice fancy brain exploder mount or anything like that for it. I just use blue tack and cable ties to hold it in place, because I'm a student and I can't afford those sort of things. But yeah, let me know what you think of the scope cam. I mean, it doesn't do shadow areas too well, but it actually does provide a better picture quality than my actual GoPro Hero 2 on my head. As you can see here, it's struggling a fair amount in the dark, and again, I would really like to get a new one, sort of improve the quality for you guys, but it just comes down to a cost thing. It's not really viable for me to go out and purchase a brand new fancy camera, especially as I'm a university student. It does make it very difficult. But as you can see here, I'm just keeping my head down, popping up when I can, when the fire on my window sort of drops down, and I sort of fired at this guy. Probably shouldn't have taken the shot until it was a bit further out, because he was slowly moving a bit further out, and then by shooting I just scared him back in, so it probably wasn't the best thing I could do. But got a good shot on that guy there, good shot on this guy here, and as you see I come back over to this window and see a shape and get a good shot on him as well. And when I look back up, you can see him walking out there having taken his hit. Now, my gun was overhopping a bit too much for me to be able to attempt shots on that guy there, but as he goes running across it, I do actually manage to get him on his little run across there, trying to push up to the shack, which I was originally in. Didn't quite manage to get that guy. Unfortunately, I was just still having problems with leading people, probably due to the fact that, as I said, I've changed BB weight, so I'm used to firing slower projectiles out the end of my gun. With .25s, obviously, they do come out the end of the gun a bit slower, so I normally lead people a bit more. But it's just sort of getting used to things and sorting those sort of things out. In terms of what's coming up for you guys on the channel, I did say I had a DMR gameplay. I'm probably not going to actually post that because I didn't really get that exciting of a thing. If you guys really want me to post it, then let me know in the comments below, and I will post it if it's something that you guys want to watch. It's just not something that I'd feel I personally would watch and be that excited about, but if it's something you guys will watch, then I will still post it and put it up. But anyway, this Sunday, so the Sunday after this video being posted, I am actually going to play in Sheffield at a site called The Stand, and as you can see there, my teammate throws me a pistol across. That's Pete from the previous video. Threw me a pistol across for me to use in case I needed it, and you can see there I just had to aim below that guy to get the hop, and pulled out my pistol actually because I thought I was just having feeding issues. I couldn't really see the BBs coming at the end of my gun. But anyway, yeah, so off to the skirmish at The Stand, which is an indoor factory. It's a disused factory, so I should be able to get some really nice fast-paced CQB action, hopefully with this, and I'll probably take up my AK-47, maybe try and do a few games pistol only, see if that's something that you guys would enjoy watching. Be sure to let me know in the comments what sort of things you'd like to see, and if I see them before I go to play on Sunday, then I will do my best. And despite the fact I was overhopping, I did actually manage to hit that guy. I didn't think I did at first. I thought I was just taking pot shots, but having reviewed the footage in slow motion, sort of frame by frame, I did actually notice that I did hit the guy, so I was actually quite pleased with that shot. It must have just been due to the fact that my hop was being a bit inconsistent and stuff, having just been adjusted. And also I haven't put that many rounds through this gun. It's relatively new, which is why it's like the main gun I'm using at the moment, but it did work pretty well. So moving on from that, I just want to thank everyone who watched my previous video. It really spurs me on. It's nice to see that you guys are enjoying it and are commenting and everything like that. So yeah, it's pretty much it for this gameplay really. I can't really remember if I get any more kills or not, but I pretty much was just trapped in this hut. In the end, our team, we didn't manage to defend it for as long as we really should. I think it was about a 10-11 minute defend the village, which is pretty quick. They did manage to overwhelm us quite fast, and it was due to the fact that our medics actually got taken out quite early on. I think we had one medic who was pretty much trapped in this one hut where I originally started, and then the rest of our medics, well, the other medic died pretty fast, so we weren't getting any revives on the right hand flank, which wasn't very useful really. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it. You may have noticed that I switched my mags out a lot. Let me know how many reloads I did in the comments below, and you'll win a secret mystery prize. But that's pretty much it for this video anyway guys, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and all that awesome stuff, and goodbye.
I've got about 6 shots left on this mag now.